I financially supported my partner for 2 years while he had no immigration status, covering rent, bills, food, everything, and we even moved into a bigger place together after our son was born. And I thought we were building a life, but one day while I was driving near our old apartment, I saw him walking my dogs with another woman, and I watched her disappear into her house, and this horrible, sinking feeling hit me like a punch to the chest. So I parked, walked up to her door, knocked, and asked her point blank how she knew my boyfriend. And she looked me straight in the eye and said, she just sees him walking dogs around the neighborhood all the time. Nothing more. But I didn't believe her. I couldn't. So I got back in the car, shaking, and told him to stay away from her because something felt wrong. Something felt dangerous, and he looked at me like I was insane, told me I was being crazy, blamed it on postpartum hormones, made me feel like I was losing my mind, and I started to believe him, started to think maybe I was overreacting. Maybe my emotions were just all over the place after having a baby. So I buried that feeling and tried to move on. We moved again after that, and we've been in our current place for 9 months now. And I thought maybe we were okay. Maybe I had been paranoid. But then one day while I was sitting in class, I glanced at his laptop and saw his email was still open. And a message popped up, and the sender looked like an escort email, and my heart dropped into my stomach. And I opened it even though my hands were trembling. And what I found made the room spin around me. Messages about her having a client there, telling him when he could come over, scheduling times like it was the most casual thing in the world. And I had a full-blown panic attack right there in the middle of class. Couldn't breathe, couldn't think, couldn't understand how this was my life. When I confronted him, he didn't even flinch, just calmly told me she was helping him with his immigration case. Said he met her through soccer, said she was married to someone he played with, and he swore up and down that he had no idea. She was an escort, looked me in the eyes and lied so smoothly it made my skin crawl. So I emailed her, furious, heartbroken, desperate, for answers. And she wrote back, and in her response she brought up private fights between me and my boyfriend. Things only someone close to him would know. Things he must have told her in intimate conversations. And that's when I knew, for certain, he had been talking badly about me to another woman, tearing me down behind my back while I was paying for his entire existence. There was one email buried at the bottom that mentioned immigration. So I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, tried to wait and see, tried to be rational, even though I was falling apart. So I searched her email address and nothing came up, but I had this gut feeling she had hidden her profiles. And 2 months later, I searched again. And this time, 3 different escort sites popped up, all connected to that same email. And my entire world shattered because I also realized something else. This woman was our neighbor at that old address. The same woman I had seen him walking my dogs with, the same one I had confronted at her door, the same one who looked me in the face and lied. And he had been seeing her the whole time, right under my nose, while I was taking care of him, while I was raising our newborn son, while I was breaking my back to keep us afloat. I reached out to her again, and this time, she called me. And her voice was calm, almost detached. And she told me she had been sleeping with him for a year, a full year, while I was working and studying and paying for everything, while I was waking up at night with our baby, while I was believing his lies and questioning my own sanity. And when I confronted him with this, he got angry, defensive, insisted she was lying, said sex only happened once, and another time was just oral. That's it, nothing more. And he was furious that she said it had been going on for a year. Admitted he'd known her that long, but swore she was exaggerating, and I don't know what to believe anymore because he also told me she said something cruel about me, something that hurt, and later he brought it up again. But it was a complete lie, and now I don't even know if she actually said it or if he's making it up, so she looks untrustworthy. So I doubt her story. So I stay confused and broken and unable to see the truth clearly. What destroys me just as much as the cheating itself is that up until the moment I contacted her and dragged the truth into the light, he was gaslighting me, making me feel like I was paranoid, like I was emotional, like I was damaged. And the second the truth came out, his whole attitude switched, like a mask fell off. And now he's leaving tomorrow to stay with a family friend in another province who's helping him find a lawyer for his immigration case. And I'm sitting here completely paralyzed because I don't know what to do. I don't know what the right choice is, and it's tearing me apart. If I help him apply through common law sponsorship, he gets to stay in the country. He gets to be here while our son grows up, gets to be a father in the daily, tangible way that matters. But if he has to go through humanitarian and compassionate grounds instead, it could take years, 5 to 10 years. And he might have to leave the country entirely, which means he'd miss our son's entire childhood. Missed first steps and first words and first days of school and everything in between. And I keep thinking about my son, about what he deserves, about whether having his father around is worth what it's costing me. I still love him, and I hate that I do. I feel like I'm trapped in this PTSD loop where I'm angry and devastated and heartbroken all at the same time, where I can't eat or sleep or think straight, and I don't know if helping him would be me betraying myself, abandoning my own dignity and self-worth, or if not helping him would be punishing my son for his father's mistakes. And I genuinely, desperately don't know what the right answer is, because part of me still doesn't want to believe he did this to me. Part of me wants to believe he can change, that he can be better, that maybe the man I fell in love with is still in there somewhere. But another part of me knows I watched him lie to my face for 2 years, knows I supported him while he betrayed me, knows he gaslit me and made me question my own reality. And I don't know how to reconcile those two truths. And I don't know how to move forward when every option feels like it's going to destroy me in a different way.